Today I'm gonna share with you guys a problem that I have been having. And obviously, if you pool owner or having a pool, um, you most likely will have this issues. And a nuisance issue is the leaks in pools, right? Um, I don't think this is avoidable at some point if you own a pool. Um, this particular case, I'm start losing water very slowly, and so those I think those are the hardest problem is slow leaks. Um, if it fast leak, most of the time you can detect much easier, but so you can see some water line mark that came down. These leaks typically you losing about maybe an inch, you know, per week or over a few days. Um, so a lot of time, if you ask some expert or a pool store, they would tell you to do the bucket test, which I'm doing. Um, yeah. So what the bucket test is telling you, how much water are you losing? Okay. So versus what is in the bucket. So yeah, definitely. A few days ago, yeah, I could tell that I'm losing more water in the pool than in the bucket. So what I did was I put a bucket, marked myself with a tape, and and compare, the inside of the bucket to the outside of the bucket. Um, so this time I'm attempting to detect the leaks. So I allow it to drop, the water. So eventually, what happened with this particular case was, um, if you notice that my return inlet, right? So I'm a little bit gutsy that I said, well, I have these lower return, three of them, the return uh, outlet here, and so I'm gonna try to see at least I can eliminate that. If it dropped below the outlet and continue to drop fast, then I know the outlet is not my problem. Okay, it could be, but at least that I have another leak somewhere else, like the bottom drain is or the light, the pool's light could be an issue. Okay. uh, so anyway, I got lucky that I noticed that once it got to that particular outlet over there, that is when the slow leaks starts to stop. And what happened was it dropped only below the top of the pipe area. So this particular area right here, as soon as it dropped right below the top portion of that, then the leaks start to stop. So in this particular one, I have issue with this one before, where I call the folks out to detect it, and they found a small leak right here, by the pipe, the PVC pipe, and the pool liner. My sense is that it's probably leaking right here. Okay. um, so what I did was last time same thing, they using an epoxy patch, and they patched that. So what I did was I also order from Amazon the epoxy. They also sell at Home Depot, but for convenience, I just ordered from Home Depot. Um, so, so let me show you this particular brand that I'm using. Yeah, the PB pool epoxy. So basically you're cutting a small, not a whole lot, small piece of it, and mix them, rub in your hand, mix them all together, and then once you feel that, do it fairly fast, and then once you get it mixed well, then you start putting the epoxy over the leaks area. Okay, so that's what I did. I put it over there, and it's been 2 days, and it seemed like to be okay. I don't see this leaking. I didn't want to put a lot of water yet. I just want to put above that, the point right here, which is right here. You can see, and see, if it's continued to drop below that. But I have not seen that, so I think I'm confident that it's already, picked that up. But I don't want to fill the pool yet. I just want to make sure that it's going to be okay before, because otherwise you keep losing water, and it's no sense of filling it up. Okay, so I just want to share that experience of mine, and for those of you that have leaks issues, I know it can be very painful, or stressful thing. That point me to another issue, and especially for those that are in pool construction or builder. I think these PVC return or pipe are the weak points in pools, right? I wish the PVC can design better somehow, instead of just laying the PVC and then blowing it with concrete. These are reinforced fiberglass concrete just over the pipe. The about 6-inch wall, right? And hoping that will hold waters. Obviously, there's two different material: the PVC and the pipe fiberglass concrete. So I don't know how well that adhesion is that obviously it doesn't prove that, because I do have a leaks here, that I feel over time it can get weak, right? Or when they spray the the thing is not fully complete around the pipe, and there you have void in the concrete, and the water could leaks out like that. I mean, these concrete shells, they're lifetime warranty, obviously, but that's another thing too. If the company, the pool, go out of business, you're out of luck. But hopefully, the concrete, is good because they're fiberglass reinforced, so it should be very durable. So. All right. Like I said, one other thing I just remember is the other experience of mine that are weak also is in the PVC underground. They using like joint, adapter, like 90-degree transition or 45 transition, and they glue them together. Those are also weak point, because if the glue can fail over time, and therefore you can have leaks underground. I have seen that, which I had, a couple years ago, happened to me on one of the upper return pipe, and that was also a pain, because we had to cut the concrete out and re-glue that, not 90-degree elbow. So that was not fun either. All right, so some tip for you guys out there, and so a lot of times just have to be patient and work these things through, because obviously you can hire expert, but you'll pay an arm and a leg. Obviously, it could be very expensive. All right, good luck with yours, and thanks for watching.